We are officially in 2026, and this means that a lot of people will be going to the gym for the very first time. These are the 5 things that you need to know before ever setting foot in the gym. So let's go. Going to the gym is a learning curve, and you don't want to be learning for a very long time, wasting your time. So the first thing that you need to know is this, and you might not like it. It will take some time. It will take time to either lose weight or to build muscle and build your dream physique. This is a truth that you have to accept. You'll be in the gym 3, 4, 5 days a week, and you'll be pushing hard and you'll be training your butt off, and you will not see results immediately. This is why the gym is so important. It helps you learn delayed gratification. It will take you a minimum of at least 1 year to actually see any noticeable difference in your physique, in your body. Now, I will say this, if your goal is to lose weight, losing weight is quick. You can lose weight quickly. You can lose 50 pounds in 6 months. You can lose 100 pounds in 1 year. You can do it. However, you will not look like how you hope you will look by the end of it. Something that happens a lot is we are on social media, we see people make these amazing transformations, and we assume we could do the same thing. But unfortunately, a lot of these transformations, while they are true, they are not completely honest, because a lot of these people have been working out for a long time. They bulk up, they gain a little bit of fat, and when they do lose weight, they look amazing because they have already built that muscle over a period of years. And that's the mindset you need to go into this. You'll say, okay, I will lose the weight quickly. If your goal is to lose weight, you can lose the weight quickly, but don't expect to have a shredded physique where you're crazy vascular or you don't have any loose skin. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are overweight, when you do lose that weight, you will have a lot of loose skin and you will have to fill that skin up with muscle, and that could take a few years. Building muscle is a very, very slow process. It will take some time for you to have your dream physique, but you can achieve it. It is not impossible. You just need to go into it with the right mindset. You need to know, like, okay, my goal is to lose weight right now, but when I do lose weight, that's not going to be the end of it. You need to accept that this is your new life. Your life is exercise, being healthy. If your goal is to build a very good physique and you want to look really, really good, it will take you years to do that. And I am testament to this as well. When I first lost weight, I thought I would look amazing. Like my first year, my New Year's resolution was to lose weight. And I thought in 6, 7 months, I would look amazing. I'll have abs, I'll have, veins popping out everywhere. I did not have any of that. And granted, I did make a lot of mistakes, but I did not look like that, and I was never going to look like that, because to look like that, I need to build muscle. I need to build muscle and actually put in time in the gym. Minimum 4-5 years to have that physique that you see on social media. Minimum. And even the physiques you see on social media, a lot of it has to do with perfect angles, perfect lighting, perfect gym pump. They don't look like that every single day just walking outside. They look like that under very specific conditions. So this is not to burst your bubble. It's just to give you realistic expectations. That is okay. It will take time. Accept that. This is your new life. You are a healthy person. You go to the gym and you will do this for the rest of your life. That's the mindset you need to have. No matter how long it takes, whether it takes you 1 year to lose the weight, whether it takes you 3 years, 4, 5, 10 years, the time will pass anyway. As long as you live a healthy lifestyle, you feel good, you will do amazing, and that is all that matters. That's the first thing. It will take some time, but that's okay. That is to be expected. If it was that easy, everyone would look amazing. If it was that easy to just go into the gym for 6 months and have that Alex Eubank physique, we'd all have it. Everybody would have it. There is no crazy secret hack. There's no crazy secret exercise. There's no crazy even steroids. Even if you are on steroids, it will take you minimum 1 year to get in that gym and actually go hard, eat healthy, sleep well, and then you might have that dream physique in 1 year if you are on steroids. Other than that, man, you just need to accept that. All right. The second thing that you need to know before stepping foot in the gym is this. Safety is everything. Going to the gym and stick to machines. This is my honest advice to regular people who want to build muscle and look good. Stick to machines, especially if you are working out by yourself. When I first stepped foot in the gym, I went to the squat rack and I tried squatting. I could not do it. I did not have the coordination. I did not have anyone helping me. So just stick to machines, especially if you're just getting in there for the first time. If you have a friend with you who can spot you and keep you safe, then yeah, sure, you could try squatting or benching or using free weights, but you don't have to use free weights. Safety is everything. Get in the gym, make sure you're safe. You don't want to get injured. Make sure your form is perfect. Make sure you are learning. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube, watch videos from really good creators like TNF, JPG, and make sure that you are learning the best forms and the best ways to do exercises. There is no single exercise that you have to do. And this will go into my next point. You don't have to do exercises you don't like. The best workout split is the one you enjoy and you can stick to. Because you could have the most optimal workout plan, the most optimal diet plan, but if you don't like the food you're eating and you don't like the workouts you do, you will not be consistent. You will end up giving up because every single day is a struggle. You want to have exercises and foods you enjoy. So when you go into the gym, be safe. You are not a bodybuilder. You don't want to break your back on accident, or you don't want to injure yourself on accident. Be safe. The third thing that you need to know is this: you don't need to squat, bench, or deadlift. Yes, I know these are considered the holy trinity of compound movements, but you don't need to squat to build big legs, you don't need to bench to build a big chest, and you don't need to deadlift to build a good back. The deadlift is the worst one because the risk to reward ratio of this exercise is insane. It's honestly insane. And I tried all these exercises. I tried squatting. I realized, you know what? I can't do it because it's not safe for me to do it while I'm by myself. I tried benching as well, but I also realized the same thing. It's very hard to go to failure if you're benching when you're just by yourself. Because how do you go to failure? How do you do one last rep and you can't do another one? How do you put the weight back on if you don't have anyone to help you? If you don't have anyone to help you, it's just better to stick to machines. And you don't need to deadlift. I literally tweaked my back deadlifting, and I enjoy deadlifting. Deadlifting is fun simply for the fact that you can pick up a lot of weight with your two hands. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed knowing that I could literally take my two hands and pick up 100 kgs off the floor just like that, nothing else, just my two hands. And that is an amazing feeling. But it's not an exercise that you need to build a good back or good legs or good arms, or like, it is not really that great for muscle growth. You don't need to deadlift. So stick to exercises that you enjoy, stick to stable movements. Honestly, that is the most important thing. This is why I say stick to machines. Stick to stable movements that you can do by yourself and you can push as hard as physically possible and not worry about dying. I don't know if you guys saw the story, but there's a guy who passed away because he was bench pressing and he was using the suicide grip, and the bench fell on his chest and later he died in the hospital. That did not need to happen. He could have just stuck to a Smith machine, and he would have been perfectly safe, or had a spotter at the very least. So stick to safe, stable movements. You don't want to be another statistic. Remember, you are just a regular man or woman who wants to look good and be healthy. You don't have to follow these outdated rules that you see on social media. Like, if you're under 200 pounds, you're victim weight. These are all just ridiculous ideas. Everything is relative. You don't have to follow all this advice that you see that is deemed the holy grail of fitness. You can do things your own way, and that is fine. And the fourth thing, and I think this is very important, when you go to the gym, please stretch. This is very important. When I first went to the gym for my first year of like lifting weights, I did not stretch at all. I would just get in there, I would warm up a little bit, and I'd immediately go into my working weight. Like, that is so insane. It's only after I tweaked my back that I started stretching. I was like, you know what? I'll start stretching my lower body and my upper body before I work out every single time, and that has made a difference. Before you start working out, you want to do dynamic stretches. Dynamic stretches is movements. You want to move. You don't want to do static stretches where you're still and you're stretching the muscle. You want to do dynamic movements that get blood flow into your muscles and increase your body temperature and your heart rate. You want to do dynamic stretches, and after you're finished working out, then you can do static stretches where you just hold a stretch for a few seconds and then you repeat that for different body parts. That's what you want to do. So before the workout, dynamic stretches. After the workout, static stretches. And that's all you need. You need to stretch, because if you don't stretch, you are just more prone to injury. You don't want to be like me. You don't want to get to a point where you are stretching to heal, not to prevent. Because if you could just prevent the injury, wouldn't you just prefer that? Stick to stretching every single workout. Before every single workout, stretch. After every single workout, stretch. And also warm up accordingly. Before you do an exercise, don't just go into the heaviest you can do. Do a little bit of a warm up. Just warm up with a light weight that you can do for at least 6, 7, 8, 10 reps maybe, and then you can start building up to your heaviest weight. Imagine just walking into the gym, immediately putting on the highest number you can lift, and then immediately going. Your body is not prepared. Your body is not ready. How did I do this? Why would I do that? That is so ridiculous. I can't believe I just walk in the gym, slap on some weight and be like, yep, 60 kgs on the bench. This is how much I can bench. Let's go. Like immediately. That is so insane. But yeah, you want to stretch and warm up before your workouts to make sure that you are safe and you are preventing injuries. And the last thing, and I think this is the most important thing, diet and sleep are honestly everything. If you are not eating well, you will not lose weight or gain muscle. If you are not sleeping well, you are more likely to lose muscle or not build it at all and just end up skinny fat by the end of your weight loss. You want to make sure that you are eating enough food, eating enough protein, and getting these proteins from good quality whole foods. This is very important. Don't focus on the processed foods that you see in the frozen section of the supermarket. Or like, oh look, frozen chicken wings. I can just take these and microwave them and eat these. Yeah, sure, on the label they say 20 grams of protein and they tell you how many calories, blah blah, and you don't have to cook them. But it is much better if you get fresh food, you cook it yourself, and you eat it. That way you can control every single thing. It's fresh, there's nothing added to it, and it's just that much better. So you need to make sure that you're eating whole foods and you're eating enough calories. Something that I honestly believe is, if you are a man and you work out consistently 3, 4, 5 days a week, you should not be eating anything less than 2,000 calories. Whether you're losing weight or you're gaining weight, whatever your goal is, do not eat less than 2,000 calories. Calories are literally energy, and your body needs energy to build muscle or to maintain where it is. And if you are in the gym and you are exercising, you are using so much energy, so you need to replenish that energy. If you don't replenish it, your body needs another source of energy, and that source will be fat or muscle. If you're extremely overweight and you're eating 2,000 calories a day, you will lose weight no matter what. You don't need to crash diet. You literally do not need to crash diet to like 1,500 calories for no reason. Honestly, you could even eat more. Honestly, if you're extremely overweight, you want to work your way down. So you could start at 3,000 calories. It depends on how tall, of course, and how big you are. But you could say 3,000 calories, go to 2.6, 2.5, 2.2, and then 2,000 by the end. Literally at the very end of your cut. At the end of your weight loss journey, that's when you could be at 2,000 calories. You are better off expending more energy rather than decreasing the amount of food you eat, because you want to make sure that you are getting enough protein, enough carbs, enough fats for your body, for one, for the hormones to be very optimal, and two, for you to just not be hungry consistently all the time. So do not eat anything less than 2,000 calories. Make sure you get 7 hours of sleep minimum. Anything below that, that's where your body starts using muscle for energy. Or if you are trying to lose weight and you get less than 7 hours of sleep, you are more likely to lose muscle than fat, because your body cannot optimize properly. So yeah, these are the 5 things that you need to know before ever stepping foot into a gym. If you do these 5 things and you go to the gym, you will have a pleasant experience and your results will be that much quicker. you will have an amazing time, and you will not be wasting your time for the most part. There's more things you need to know, of course, but these are just 5 very important things you need to keep in mind before stepping foot into a gym. And that's it from me, man. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.